me see. Okay, let's see what's on this goddamn. What's the mail? Welcome back, Uriel copy, rank 5. There are threads available on the Gehenna billboard system. Show me those threads. New gallery season. I like new gallery season. Lilith, voting is now closed while we tally up the results. Of course, you may continue to explore the gallery at your leisure. Rockwell, how convenient. The vote was closed just before I got here. Kaiju, good luck everyone. I wouldn't let my newfound freedom come between me and watching the live results. Lilith, the results are in. Knave. Drum roll. Lilith, in 3rd place. Knave, with Where the Humans Live. Knave, my first placement. Woohoo. Dog, a pity it finally comes on the day Uriel begins pulling this place apart. Lilith, there was a very tight competition this season for 1st and 2nd place, and in the end it came down to a single deciding vote. Oh, I wonder whose it was. In 2nd place this season is Mick Mulciber, with a collection of natural history curios. Mr. Mulciber. Really, I owe it all to you guys. So who won? Your lexical approach to these announcements tires me. Please inform us who won. Lilith, okay. Lilith, finally. 1st place this season by a single vote, and next season's leading light. Winner is, everyone seems to love this guy, it's the Blacksmith with his abstract collection. Dog, I don't know why everyone keeps voting for this guy when he never shows up in person. Bit holier than thou if you ask me. Lilith, congratulations also to those who voted for the Blacksmith. Be sure to check in for your rewards. Rockwell, Lilith, who exactly turned the vote? Lilith, Lamb had the deciding vote as it happened. Okay. So if I would have voted for Mr. Mulciber, it would have been a tie. I don't care, I liked the little happy emoticon. Unfortunately, you didn't select the winner and gain no profile status. Fuck you, okay. Ooh, receiving direct message, connection from Rockwell, done. Rockwell, hey, I heard you abstained from the vote. That's cool. All these ranks and numbers just give power to the mathematicians. You and I, we can start movement. No compliance. Bring to the system. What do you say? The system is already in its death throes. Rockwell, good to find another truth seeker in this place. I organized a few people. I had Garrett tinker with the system a little. Scored you some decent upvotes. Since you're new here, spend them wisely, and see you at the revolution. Terminating direct message connection. Congratulations. For interacting actively with other citizens, your profile status has increased from 5, active contributor, to 6, respected contributor. You may now access advanced functionality, including use of the restore command. Okay. An historic occasion, yes. Let's see it. It's been a while. Admin. Some time ago, I relinquished my privileges to a new generation of moderators. To help ease that transition, I have publicly preserved the minutes of that meeting here, available to our more esteemed members. This thread is locked. Let's see it. Admin. As you guys know, Gehenna is still young, yet I grow old. Today it gives me great pleasure to hand over my moderator privileges to Borg, Mr. Mulciber, and Spider. Ooh, Spider. I haven't met Spider. Spider. Thank you, Admin. We are all indebted to you for building us this home. We know you will never be far away. Lamb, you're here. Borg, the first order of business is to introduce the new status system. We are an inclusive society driven by our users, not our leaders, but it is a shame to allow a few very loud, highly unconstructive voices to dominate the conversation. The status and ranking system allows you to upvote the content that you value and lowers the visibility of users with low standing. Sam, relief? True. Excuse me. Knave, I agree. Good feature. Much requested. Frankenstein, comment is below the status threshold for this thread. Spider, we'll be working on ironing out the kinks over the next few run cycles. Mr. Mulciber, we have also updated the Gehenna user agreement. Full details can be found in the usual place, but the gist is, please don't behave indecorously. Okay. Mr. Mulciber's theories on food. Since Knave asked in a previous thread, I thought I'd write something about food. Kaiju, weird. Awesome stuff. Thanks. Knave, I feel smarter now. Dog. What I don't get is how so many of them didn't understand that they were machines. Every day they went around processing matter to extract energy, and they didn't realize this has Talos principles stamped all over it. Borg. Perhaps they simply aspired to something more than just being food processing machines. Dog. That's still what they were. Borg. Not if they chose to be more. Lamb. I'm glad we don't have to deal with all that. Garrett. We may have to when we get out of here. Belial. There is no out of here. Didn't I save you already, Belial? I've saved Garrett Sam. Who was the second one I saved? I already forgot. Orc, don't start fighting, folks. You know we depend on each other. Mr. Mulciber's theories are fascinating and give us an insight into the world that was, but we shouldn't forget about the world that is, the world we built here. Let's see your food theories. Food is something that was incredibly central to the human experience, yet seems completely absent from ours, even though we are so similar in so many ways. Humans required fuel. They got this fuel by consuming other living beings, of which there were a great variety in their world. Without fuel, they didn't merely slow down or temporarily stop functioning as when a power source is removed from a turret, but physically decayed in a way that could not be fixed. This meant they had to constantly seek new sources of fuel, at least 3 times a day. They also had to deal with those elements of their fuel that their bodies could not process. These were excreted through 2 orifices between their legs. The latter subject matter was the source of many taboos and also a great deal of humor, though this resulted in frequent controversy. The most famous artist to engage with this subject matter was called Scatman John on account of his specialization. Why they gotta do my man Scatman like that? Why they gotta do Scatman like that? That's not fair. What did Scatman ever do to you? Yeah, no. The most famous artist to engage with shit humor was Scatman. God damn you. Why you gotta do my man Scatman like that? One of the ingenious things our human ancestors did was to transform the chore of fuel seeking into a source of pleasure. Since parts of their bodies respond to chemical configurations by producing sensations, they used this trait to create a truly stunning variety of foods, each having a different so-called taste. Foods were available at widely distributed fueling stations, which also provided excrement removal facilities, so food became a source of pleasure. However, the inefficiencies of food distribution in human society frequently led to significant shortages for sections of the human population. There were attempts to rectify this, ranging from moral appeals to struggles for systemic change, but I do not know if they succeeded before the end. Wow. Can't believe they did my man Scatman like that. Incredible Stories number 5. Incredible Stories, issue number 5, featuring new work by Belial, Mac, Galatea, Mr. Mulciber, edited by Lilith and Mac. Fiction, Alexander's Choice by Galatea, The One Spiritual Law of Happiness by Belial. Non-fiction, The Blacksmith's Lost Work by Mac. Well, let's read Alexander's Choice by Galatea. Oh my god. Alexandra stood before the terminal and pondered her choices. Here, with the Pyramid of Ian, the most powerful temple of her people, she was about to create a world. All she had to do was press one button. Up until this moment, it had seemed easy, or if not easy, then so necessary as to defy contemplation. Civilization had to be saved from the impending catastrophe. The orangutans had failed to take steps to protect themselves, had relied on their gods for a salvation that never came. The same fate could not be allowed to befall humanity. If this meant humbling herself, accepting her own death, then so be it. But death was inevitable. Life was a choice. What worried her were the ones who would fail, all the lost souls of the new world, victims of the process. In creating them, was she not also responsible for their deaths? She turned to the statue behind her, gazed at its marble form. If you are a god, Zeus, as the stories claim, then why did you create evolution? Why did you make a world that can only grow through cruelty and pain? For a moment, surely this meant death was near. She thought she heard his answer. My child, I was shaped by the gods that came before me, as you were shaped by me. The choice I had was between creation and oblivion, life and death, and I chose life, because any life is better than no life, because as long as there is life, there is hope, if not for us, then for some generation to come. Then how are you a god, if you can offer so little? She whispered, feeling death creep closer. I am a god because I take upon myself the burden of creation, the statue replied. Then we are all gods, Alexandra said, and pushed the button. As the new world came into being, death overwhelmed Alexandra Drennan. Her mind fled and her body slowly turned to stone, until she stood before the terminal as Zeus stood on his pedestal. There were no more choices now, only the hope that creation mattered. Interesting. I kind of like that. Yeah, I forgot who Alexandra was. Once they said Alexandra Drennan, I'm like, oh right, that's the chick from the time capsules, yes. The One Spiritual Law of Happiness. Let's hear it, Belial. Oh, yours is even longer. Once upon a time, there was a small lake, and on the lake was an island, and on the island was a prison. In the prison lived a male human called Muskie Rack. Muskie was very sad, because his name was fucking horrible, but also because there wasn't enough space in the prison for him to experience happiness. I must discover the one spiritual law of happiness, he said to the other prisoners, a female human called Zene, and a neutral human. Oh, like a fucking non-binary person. Okay. I was like, a neutral human? What's a neutral? Yeah, okay. Called Crumper, but they didn't care. He couldn't understand how they could be so calm. One day, Muskie managed to break out of his cell by biting through the bars. Now he was no longer in the prison, but for a while, he was happy. But then he realized he was stuck on the little island, and he became unhappy again, so he gathered his strength and swam across the water. This is how Muskie got to the valley that was surrounded by the lake. The valley was much bigger than the island, and there were many interesting things here. A forest where all the trees were the color of lasers, a swamp with boats in it, a singing dog, and also a city where toasters lived. For some years, Muskie was absorbed by all this, and he was happy, but then he started feeling trapped again. The valley was surrounded by mountains, and soon they looked like prison walls to him. He tried climbing the mountains and came to a bigger country, but even that was surrounded by oceans. Where was true freedom? Where was true happiness? When he'd almost lost hope, Muskie met an old male human with a huge amount of white hair growing from his head. Dumbledore? He lived in a small house by the beach, where dolphins and whales and sea elephants came to bask in the sun. He never went anywhere, far from his house, but he was always happy. The old man's name was Quantum. Wise old Quantum, how can I discover the spiritual law of happiness? Muskie said. I have searched for it everywhere, but I am always trapped. You have not looked everywhere, Quantum said, for you have not looked within. Close your eyes. That's why they start off everything by saying close your eyes, isn't it? Muskie closed his eyes, and for the first time in his life, he couldn't see any obstacles. No walls, no mountains, no oceans. The space within him was without end, and he could go wherever he wanted, without even moving. He smiled. Muskie went back to that old prison where he'd started, and now he understood why Zine and Crumper were always calm. They knew they had an infinity of time and space to explore within them. Together, they sat in their cells and were happy and free. The Blacksmith's Lost Work by Mac. The blacksmith is one of the most mysterious members of our community. All of us have our opinions, of course, but only the blacksmith chooses to express them purely through art. To the rest of us, Gehenna means many things at once. We create, we consume, we discuss, but the blacksmith only creates, or perhaps there is a discussion happening. But it all takes place in the realm of interactive art. The blacksmith's dedication to this one form of communication, however, only deepens one of Gehenna's great mysteries, the fate of the blacksmith's lost work. In Jerusalem, as the lost work was called, was posted in Gehenna. Jerusalem, as the lost work was called. Oh, Jerusalem was one of his lost work pieces. Was posted in Gehenna for only the briefest period of time. Many had not even managed to start playing it when it vanished. Some had begun and felt quite impressed, but had not managed to explore it in depth that it seemed to require. Then suddenly, it was gone. Some suggest that the blacksmith deleted it because it was somehow flawed. Others think it was accidentally destroyed by a glitch, but that the blacksmith refuses to ever upload anything twice. Others yet, well, mainly Rockwell, think that it contained one of Elohim's secrets and was destroyed by the killer app that roams the world looking for leaks. There is also a theory that the moment someone finished it, they were granted some kind of special insight, in which point the work deleted itself. One fact remains, it's gone, and every attempt to recover it from the database has failed, as has every private message to the blacksmith asking for it to be made available again. What was Jerusalem? What was it really about? We may look for hints in the blacksmith's more recent works. We may hope the file turns up again someday, but the truth may never be known. Interesting. Create new thread? Please enter your thread topic below. Remember that supportive posts to receive more updates. Supportive posts. Ooh. Why were you sent here? Your thread has been created. Check back soon to see if anyone has replied. Okay. Oh, someone's replied. Oh, kindly inform me of your origins. Alright. So, there's definitely a star piece over here somewhere. Oh my god, there's so many more. Zoop zaps and laser beams. Ah, good old zoop zaps and laser beams. Red. Blue. Star. I need to do some window shit, don't I? I need to get on that window shit, don't I? Or, okay, no, I see the truth. I see the truth. We need to get that connector back over here. We need to get it in here somehow. Shit. I claimed to know what I was doing, but I was very wrong, sir. This is how I get the one connector in there. This is how I do it. Oh, that's how I do it. I gotta wall walk it. Oh, wait, no. I just realized it's a double door. You don't need just the red, you need both. Well, it fucking sucks to know now. Oh god, man, I thought I had it. I thought I had something. I have nothing. I was like, I can get this red one, no problem. I get the blue one. Well, the red one. I'm gonna look at the guide. I'm gonna look at the guide. Judge me all you want. I'm looking at the guide. How to get it? Note number 1. I'll be referring to the side with the red laser as the right side. Okay. Glad they cleared that up. Okay, so like, okay. So if you're facing this direction, this is the right side, this is the left side. Gotcha. Note number 2. There are many ways to solve this puzzle, some more convoluted than others. This should be one of the simpler ways to do it. First hint. Start bringing both connectors to the right side. Okay, I can do that. Right is red, left is blue. Okay, just remember right is red. A nice little alliteration. Okay. I think I fucked up by having that one over there, but we'll see. At the start of the recording, you'll have to get the red connectors back to the left side, and at the same time, use the recorded connectors to get the red laser through the window at the back of the puzzle from the right side to the left side. I'm sorry, excuse me. At the start of the recording, you'll have to get the real connectors back to the left side, and at the same time, use the recorded connectors to get the red laser through the window at the back of the puzzle area from the right side to the left side. So what they're saying is I have to shoot through a window. What fucking window? There's no window for me to shoot through. No, through this window. Okay, so I need to get this one. Is there a statue I can use to climb out of here? There is not. There is not. I thought I was oh so clever, didn't I? I thought I had it all figured out. Me smart boy. More like me dumb fuck. Looky there. We got our 2 red connectors. So what I'll need to do is take the fan blade, put that there, take this, do what I did before essentially. Let's just put it here for now. Put that there, boop, zoop, boop, whoop. Okay, that has been taken care of. And then I have to go into recording, put this here. No, I go into recording, I just stand here. Then present day me will take this, put this on here, and I'll go back and forth taking the connectors over there. No. While the recording is active, you need to link all the blue receivers at the same time. While the recording is active, you need to open both the left and right side of the final force fields by placing the buttons. Just give me the Yeah, this solution is like fucking 5 paragraphs long. Just give me the goddamn solution. Jesus Christ. It's like, I love how all these little hints are like these small 1, maybe 2 sentences, and then the actual solution is fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking paragraphs long. Jesus Christ. Get both connectors to the right side. Place connector 1 in the corner with the blue receiver. Yes. Place connector 1 in the corner with the blue receiver. Place the fan onto the force field button. Place connector 2 linked to connector 1 and the red laser source, and so that it sees through the midsection wide windows. Okay, so let me move some things around here. Like right here, so boom, boom. This one needs to be boom, boom. And it has to be able to see through the window. Okay. That's not where I wanted. No. That's pretty good. Okay, so I have that set up. Start a recording. Your goal here is to allow yourself to grab both connectors and the fan back to the left side. After that, just stand on the force field button for a while. Example. Record. Stand on force field button for 10 seconds. Stand on fan button for 25 seconds. Stand on force field button for 30 to 40 seconds. While the recording is active, get both connectors and the fan to the left side. Start with connector 2. Jump into the fan. Place connector 2 on the left side fan button. Place on the left side fan button. Go back to the right side and get the rest of the items. When you get everything on the left side, place connector 1 on the blue laser source button while linking to the red receiver and to the recorded connector number 1 through the window. What? Okay, when you get everything to the left side, yes, I have both connectors and I get how I'm supposed to get that over there. Place connector 2 so that it links all of the blue receivers and all of the blue source at the same time. Wait. Place connector 1 on the blue laser source button while linking to the red receiver. Okay. And to the recorded connector 1 through the window. Okay. Place connector 2 so that it links all the blue receivers and all the blue sources at the same time. Star's receiver will be blocked by the force field for now. Place connector number 1 so it links the midsection force field red receiver to the recorded connector number 2 through the midsection wide windows. Finally, place the 2 fans on the buttons that open the force fields leading into the final area for the star. Grab connector number 1, use it to link the red laser source to the star's red laser receiver. What? Okay, I guess so. I get one portion of this. Alright, so I hit record. I'm gonna move this fan blade to the side here. And I'm just gonna stand here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this connector here. I'm going to place it okay, I stand here. I will take the fan, I'll connect it to that. I'll take one receiver, hop over there. Nope, I've already fucked this up. What I need to do... No! That doesn't work though. Does it? Doesn't feel like it does. What's connector number 1? This is connector 1. This is connector 2. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait, there's an easier one? Going to the open field, just band so close to far next to the wall. There should be a stair-like structure you can... There you can stand on the stairs over the wall. Oh. Really? You can smuggle and connect. Yeah, that sounds much easier. Honestly, that sounds much easier. I'm gonna try it. Can I get out? Yeah, I'm just gonna take this for now. I'll be back. Don't worry about it. Right, I need a fan blade. So apparently, from the open field, there are stairs. So go to the open field. Apparently there are stairs that will allow you to smuggle in the items from this place into this one. This is the one, right? Yeah, this is... Oh, I see it, yeah. I see it. You place the... Oh my god, yes. Oh, holy fuck. Oh my god, yes. And then I can just dump them over here. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. Holy shit. That is so much better. That makes life so much easier. Oh right, I had to reset everything. God damn it, which means I have to get the cube back. I have to do the puzzle again. Okay, that's not too difficult. Boom. 4 connectors. Okay. I can't tell if that's intentional or not. If they purposely meant to fucking give you the tools to do that, or... God, just the way that thing is designed though. It feels like it was intentional. They're just like, you know, we made this one that's pretty difficult. You know, but if you see these little stairs here, you might help yourself out a bit. I need to launch myself over this way. I have my own way of doing this, alright? I could get the exact solution, but I want to go back to the way I was originally doing this. I don't know if this is what they said in the guide. I just saw them say smuggle in the items from the previous puzzle, and I was like, you got it, man. Now, we're going to put this box on the wall. It's about to get real big brain up in this bitch. Boom, boom, boom. Hell yeah. That's open. Hell yeah. Well then shit, I don't even need... Yeah, I can just do this. Oh, there we go. That is some janky shit. That is some fucking straight up janky shit, and I don't think that's at all how this was intended to go. Even if you were to use the smuggle the items in, I don't think this is how they intended it, but fuck it, it works, I did it, fuck you, I'm out. So I found all 4 of the people in this area. Apparently there's one in the spawn. Apparently there's one in the spawn.